Hey, 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 hey. Knock, knock.
Hi, come in.
How's my girls?
We're getting hungry.
Well, you're in luck, because I've been out gathering and hunting, and I've managed to secure a meal for the cave.
Ah, pizza again.
Nature's perfect food. Not only is it high in carbohydrates, vegetables, and milk products, it can be eaten hot or cold and left out overnight without refrigeration. Of course, I wouldn't do that, and it comes in a cute box.
Well, who can argue with perfection? Max, you'll be thrilled. Thanks.
Good. I just didn't want you to think I was overdoing this bachelor cooking thing.
No problem there. Thanks for thinking of us.
Well, it's in my blood to be a provider. Speaking of which.
No, it's not.
Nothing?
I'm not going to keep calling the WSB. They're going to get sick of hearing my voice.
It's your right to call.
It's also my right not to call. I'm getting the family into sort of a rhythm. It's comfortable. The girls and I need to be settled.
Consider the matter dropped. You want me to slice?
Yes, please.
I'll get it. Excuse me.
Oh, thanks, Tony. Hello.
Hey, come on in. Come on in. You're just in time for some pizza alla cone. Want a slice?
Oh, I don't mean to interrupt. I just stopped by on my way home from rehearsal.
No, you're not interrupting. Sit down, please. Okay. So how's the play going? How are you and Stone doing?
Going fabulously. And I'm playing Miranda in The Tempest.
Wow.
Stone's good, but he still can't shake the flu.
But I understand he's having some blood tests done, which is a smart idea because it'll probably just turn out to be a minor infection and we'll clear it up with antibiotics.
Well, I hope so. Because even though he's been feeling awful, he's been spending a lot of time with Kevin on his dyslexia.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's really making progress. There's so many opportunities opening up for him right now. I mean, for instance, steady work with L&B. Who would have thought of that a few weeks ago?
He must be very proud.
I am proud of him. He's really done it all on his own.
With a little inspiration from someone.
And Sonny, he's the one who had faith in Stone right from the beginning, when everybody else had written him off.
Oh, so we have a sunny defender here, huh?
Well, I'm torn. I mean, I love him for helping Stone, but I just wish Stone could get himself away from Sonny and into a safer line of work. Happy? Are we talking about happy as a stone on Earth? Because you are looking at the planetary expert on happiness.
I think she's making it up.
Yeah, what have you got to be happy about anyway?
Guys!
You mean Stone, of course.
Well, he's only the most amazing person. He's working at Luke's. He's learning about the business of L&B. He's working with Kevin on his dyslexia.
All this working sounds tiring to me.
Actually, it's just the opposite. It's working wonders for his confidence. I mean, he walks around smiling.
Nothing to do with you, I'm sure.
He's actually starting to make real-life long-term goals for himself. I mean, who knows? Maybe even Uncle Mac will end up liking him. All right, but a girl can dream, can't she?
Don't you ever stop.
And I get to spend the whole summer with him before I go to Yale. And could life get any better?
I don't see how.
And I've got the lead in the senior play. Gosh, I've got lines to learn. I've got a term paper due in medieval history, which means I better be going. Oh. Thank you very much for the pizza.
Sure.
I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
You be safe going home, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later.
It's all so easy when you're young.
Just don't tell that to Robin.
No, I won't. But still, love that's that intense and that pure and that uncomplicated, it is the best feeling in the world. And the older you get, the more complicated it becomes.
Well, we're still very young. We have lots of complications ahead of us.
Yeah, maybe things will simplify. Robin's an inspiration, don't you think? She has grown up so fast.
Like lightning.
And she turned into such a wonderful, wonderful young woman.
Her parents would be very proud of her.
If you tell Mac this, I will deny it. But I am rooting for Stone to get himself together. I believe Robin. I think Stone can make something of himself if he finds some way out of the situation with Sonny.
I agree. I just hope he takes advantage of all the opportunities. For Robin, if nothing else.
I know you're hungry. I know. Can't keep Princess waiting.
Boy, I remember when BJ was that age. She would howl like she'd never been fed in her whole life. Well, I'm gonna give you guys some privacy.
I don't think I have the energy.
Is it time for a relief bottle?
Yeah, great idea.
Good, I'll go get it.
No, it's okay, I'll get it. You can hold her. Want to?
Hey, yes. That's fair enough, isn't it? Okay, Katie. Okay.
All right.
Hello, Georgie. Yes, I'll just keep you until your mom gets back. Is that okay? Is that okay? Frisco.
Frisco?
Yeah, it's me.
What happened? Where have you been? Why didn't you call? Oh, never mind. I want you to meet your daughter.
Hey, Tony. What you got there?
I think this belongs to you.
Well, hello there, young lady. It's very nice to meet you. What a beautiful, beautiful child.
That she is.
You want to know her name?
Yes, please.
Georgie. Maxie named her after my great-uncle George.
Oh, I love it. She is just beautiful, just like Maxie. They definitely take after their mother in the looks department. Oh, she's so tired. Come here. Come on.
So, how long are you going to keep us in suspense? Where have you been for the past 2 months?
I tried to get here, guys. We actually, Rakeem and I, we made it as far as Naples on our way, and we were called in for an emergency surveillance mission. There were arms coming into Africa. It should have been a 3-day job. Anyway, the bottom line is, I took a pretty bad hit in the head, and I've been asleep for the last 2 weeks.
You were unconscious for 2 weeks?
Where was this?
It was in a clinic in Istanbul. Rakeem was with me there at my bedside the entire time, and well, when I did finally wake up, we couldn't move because I had a pretty bad fracture, and Rakeem had no way of getting word out.
Well, so tell me about this fracture. This is nothing to mess around with.
Well, it must be okay now.
Well, you had no symptoms, no headaches?
Yeah, but they're manageable. There's some x-rays. I have them in the duffel bag. I thought you might want to look at them.
I'll definitely do that.
Anyway, Rakeem and I made it as far as London, and that's when I heard that she was born. I'm sorry I wasn't here, Felicia. So, how'd it go? Easy birth?
Piece of cake. I delivered her in a nightclub.
Uh-huh.
Well, actually, Tony, he's the one who delivered her.
Really? Well, you can always count on my brother when you need him, right?
Well, Luke Spencer, he opened this new club, and I went one night, and I was thinking that I was just having Braxton Hicks and that I had plenty of time, and I was so sure about it.
Right.
And I was so sure that the baby was sure that she wasn't supposed to show up until you got here, and, well, she just decided to show up without my permission, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, it all happened in the middle of the first set.
And this child's birth was witnessed by just about everyone you know in Port Charles. The place was wall-to-wall doctors.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like the three of you handled it very well. Hmm?
All well that ends well.
I'm back now.
Well, I guess I'll let you guys catch up. Come here. Welcome home.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, so I want to see those x-rays. Thanks.
Thank you. For me, too.
You're both welcome. I'll see you later.
So, what else have I missed?
Well, there was a rather dramatic situation involving our youngest daughter. She was kidnapped.
What do you mean?
I don't really want to go into it now, but the situation has been completely resolved, and she's safe and she's healthy.
Felicia.
Yes?
I wish I'd been here.
Well, even you. Master Spy can't be in two places at once.
But I should have been here.
Well, Mac and Kevin, they were there to help me. The only difficulty is that I can't let Georgie out of my sight. I know it's a little irrational, but...
No, it's totally understandable.
Yeah, well, things are a little easier now.
I'm glad.
And life is pretty much getting back to normal.
What about Maxie? How's she taking all this?
Oh, she's great. She's had a lot of practice. Her whole life, in fact.
Was she disappointed when I didn't show up when I said I would?
Yeah, she was very disappointed. So was I. But you couldn't help it.
I've missed you. That's your cue to say I've missed you, too.
I know. Yes, I missed you.
Good.
I missed you desperately. I was so sure that you would make it here for Georgie's birth, just like you said you would. And I believed with all my heart that I wouldn't give birth to her until you got here. I guess I just subconsciously fought labor, and that's why I ended up giving birth at Luke's club. My subconscious amazes me sometimes.
Me too.
I felt so alone. I was with all of my loving friends, and yet I still felt very alone. Because I thought you were going to walk through that door, and you didn't.
I'm so sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize. That's just the way it happened. And when we got the baby back, everything was on an even keel, and I started to miss you again. And I realized that I couldn't do that because I have two wonderful daughters and I have my life. And if I let your not being here cloud that, then I'd be unhappy. And I deserve to be happy. And Georgie and Maxie deserve to be happy, too.
Yes, you do, absolutely. All of you. And I told you how much that I wanted to be here. But I couldn't. But I'm here now.
And what does that mean, Frisco?
I'm here. I'm back.
And I want to know what that means.
What it means that we're together. The same place, the same country.
Tonight? Well, what about tomorrow, next week, a month? How long?
Well, how long do you want me? Is that a hard question?
Yes.
Daddy?
Look at her. Oh, look at my girl. Look at my healthy girl. You know, the last time I saw you.
I feel a lot better now.
Oh, really? Well, you look a lot better too. Oh, thank you. Not that you're not the most beautiful girl in the world, but
I know.